The mind is a powerful tool, more powerful than any physical resource, material wealth, or external circumstance. But here's the truth: most people don't understand the full extent of the mind's power. They don't realize that the key to success, happiness, and fulfillment has always been within them. It lies in their ability to control and shape their thoughts. Your mind is like a garden. It will grow whatever you plant in it. If you plant seeds of positivity, success, and possibility, your life will begin to reflect those things. But if you plant seeds of doubt, fear, and negativity, that's exactly what you'll harvest. The great news is that you are the gardener of your mind. And just like a garden, your mind can be cultivated, shaped, and transformed into something extraordinary. The first step in unleashing the power of your mind is awareness. Too often we let our minds run on autopilot, reacting to situations based on past conditioning or external influences. Our thoughts come and go, but we don't always stop to question them. And the problem is, when we don't take control of our thoughts, they begin to control us. They tell us we're not good enough, that success is impossible, or that we should just accept the way things are. But awareness allows us to see the truth. You have the power to choose your thoughts. The moment you recognize that you are not your thoughts, that you are the observer of them, you gain freedom. You are no longer a slave to the automatic mental patterns that have kept you stuck. Instead, you become the creator of your reality. Now, once you become aware of your thoughts, you can start to shape them. Think of your mind as clay, malleable and capable of being molded into whatever form you desire. But molding your mind requires intention. It requires consistent effort. You can't expect to change your thoughts overnight, but with daily practice, you will begin to see results. One of the most powerful ways to shape your mind is through affirmations. Words are incredibly powerful because they shape our beliefs. What you say to yourself on a daily basis has a direct impact on your self-image, your confidence, and your ability to achieve your goals. When you repeat affirmations like "I am capable," "I am worthy," or "I am unstoppable," you are planting seeds in your mind that will grow into positive beliefs. The more you repeat these affirmations, the more they become your truth. But it's not just about saying the right words, it's about feeling them. True power comes when you not only say something but believe it in your core. Your emotions fuel your thoughts. The more you emotionally invest in your affirmations, the faster they will manifest in your life. Another crucial element in unleashing the power of your mind is focus. In a world full of distractions, it's easy to lose sight of what's truly important. But the most successful individuals understand that focus is a superpower. When you focus on your goals with laser-like precision, you direct all of your mental energy toward their achievement. Every action you take, every thought you have becomes aligned with your purpose. Focus eliminates the noise, clears the clutter, and helps you make faster, more decisive progress. But focus is not just about concentration, it's about being selective with your attention. In a world where everyone is vying for your time and energy, you must learn to say no to the things that don't serve your greater purpose. You must protect your mind from toxic influences, negative people, and anything that drains your energy. The more selective you are with where you direct your focus, the more power you will harness. Visualization is another powerful tool to unlock the mind's potential. Visualization is the process of mentally rehearsing your success. It's not just about imagining the end result, it's about feeling the emotions associated with achieving your goals. The more vividly you can picture yourself living your dream, the more your subconscious mind will begin to believe it's possible. Your mind doesn't know the difference between reality and imagination. It reacts to whatever images you feed it. So when you visualize your success, you are programming your mind to move toward it with certainty. But here's where many people get it wrong. They think visualization is just about sitting down and daydreaming. Visualization is an active process. It requires you to embody the emotions of success, to see the obstacles you will overcome, and to anticipate the journey. It's not just about seeing the destination, it's about seeing the path and believing in your ability to walk it, no matter how challenging it may be. One of the greatest gifts you can give yourself is to master your inner dialogue. Your self-talk shapes how you experience the world. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough, you'll begin to believe it. If you say, "I'm not worthy of success," you'll find evidence to prove that statement true. But if you tell yourself, "I am worthy, I am capable, and I have everything I need to succeed," your mind will start to align with those truths. Your mind has the power to transform your reality, but only if you treat it like the powerful tool it is. Treat your thoughts with the same level of care that you would treat a precious resource. Protect them, feed them, guard them, and most importantly, choose them intentionally. When you unleash the power of your mind, you unlock your true potential. You move from a place of reaction to a place of creation. You stop being a passive observer of your life and become the architect of your future. Every decision you make, every action you take becomes fueled by the power of your mind, propelling you toward the life you've always desired. When you align your thoughts, beliefs, and actions, there's nothing you can't achieve. You are not limited by your circumstances, your environment, or your past. You are only limited by the beliefs you hold in your mind. Your mind is limitless. It can create, shape, and transform your reality. The question is, what are you going to do with it? Will you continue to let your thoughts control you, or will you take control of your thoughts and unleash your full potential? The choice is yours, but once you realize the true power of your mind, there's no turning back. The life you've always wanted is waiting for you to step into it. And the key to unlocking it lies in the thoughts you choose to believe. Throughout our lives, we unknowingly build walls around ourselves. These walls, constructed from our fears, doubts, insecurities, and past failures, act as barriers that limit our growth and prevent us from reaching our fullest potential. And while we may think these walls are there to protect us, in reality, they are keeping us stuck in a life that's smaller than what we are truly capable of. These walls can take many forms. For some, they manifest as fears of failure, rejection, or criticism. For others, they show up as limiting beliefs about what we deserve or can achieve. Maybe you've built a wall because of a past hurt or an experience that told you that you weren't good enough. Maybe you've built it because you fear the unknown or the potential pain of stepping outside your comfort zone. But what you need to realize is that these walls are not real. They are illusions created by your mind, fueled by your experiences, and reinforced by your past. And because they are not real, they can be torn down. The first step in breaking through these walls is recognizing that they are not as solid as they seem. These walls only have power over you if you continue to believe they're unbreakable. But the moment you challenge them, you'll realize that they are fragile and they only hold you back if you allow them to. Your potential has always been greater than the walls you've built, and the strength to break through them lies within you. It starts with awareness. Many of us go through life unaware of the walls we've built. We simply accept them as a part of our reality. We settle into our comfort zones, believing that the way things are is the way they will always be. But the moment you become aware of the walls, you give yourself the power to dismantle them. Ask yourself, what walls have I built in my life? What are the things I've been too afraid to do? What beliefs have I accepted as truths that no longer serve me? These questions will help you uncover the walls that have been silently dictating your life, keeping you from the success, happiness, and fulfillment you deserve. Once you've identified the walls, the next step is to challenge them. Most of the walls we build are based on fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. But fear is not the truth, it's just a feeling, a temporary emotion that has no real power unless you give it power. Fear is simply a signal that you are on the edge of growth, that you are about to step into a new chapter of your life. You must learn to embrace that fear, to see it not as a barrier, but as a sign that you are pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone. When you feel fear rising up, understand that it's the moment where growth is most likely to occur. Instead of retreating, lean into it. Every time you face fear head on, you break a piece of the wall down. Every time you take action despite feeling afraid, you are sending a message to your subconscious mind that fear no longer controls you. But breaking through these walls also requires a shift in your mindset. You cannot continue to hold onto the same beliefs that have kept these walls standing. If you want to break through the limitations you've placed on yourself, you must adopt a mindset of possibility. You must begin to see every challenge as an opportunity, every setback as a lesson, and every failure as a stepping stone on your path to success. Your mind is your most powerful tool. But if it's filled with limiting beliefs, doubt, and negative self-talk, it will only reinforce the walls you've built. To tear those walls down, you must replace those thoughts with ones that empower you. Start by telling yourself that you are worthy of success, happiness, and love. Remind yourself that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. Reframe your negative thoughts into affirmations of strength and possibility. The more you do this, the more the walls will crumble, and the closer you will get to the life you desire. One of the biggest challenges in breaking through these walls is the fear of what lies on the other side. What will happen if you step into the unknown? What if you fail? What if people criticize you? These questions often hold us back from even trying. But here's the truth, the unknown is where all the possibilities lie. The greatest breakthroughs, the biggest successes, and the most rewarding experiences happen when we step outside of our comfort zones. The fear of what could go wrong is always greater than the reality of what actually happens. To break through your walls, you must develop the courage to take that first step into uncertainty. You must trust that the journey is worth it, even if the path is unclear. And you must understand that failure is not the end, it's simply a lesson that gets you closer to success. Every great achiever has faced moments of failure, but what separates them from others is their ability to rise, learn, and continue moving forward. As you begin to break through your walls, you will also need to embrace resilience. The road to freedom is not always smooth. There will be obstacles. There will be moments where you feel like giving up. But resilience is the quality that enables you to bounce back from setbacks, to keep pushing even when things get tough. Resilience is the muscle that gets stronger with every challenge you face, and it's what will carry you through the toughest moments of your journey. Breaking through the walls you've built also requires a deep understanding of your worth. The reason many people build walls is because they don't believe they deserve more. They don't believe they deserve success, love, or fulfillment. But you must shift that mindset. You are worthy of all the good things that life has to offer. You are deserving of success, happiness, and every dream you have. The walls you've built are simply a reflection of a belief in your own unworthiness. When you change that belief, the walls will begin to fall apart. Sometimes breaking through these walls requires help from others. We are not meant to do this alone. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who challenge you to grow, and who support you on your journey. The right people can act as tools to help you break through, whether through encouragement, mentorship, or simply offering a different perspective. Seek those who inspire you, who push you to be your best, and who will help you see beyond your own self-imposed limitations. As you continue to break through the walls you've built, understand that this is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process. Each wall you tear down is replaced by a new level of growth. Each breakthrough leads to new challenges and new opportunities. But with every wall you break, you become stronger, more confident, and more capable of achieving the life you desire. So I challenge you today, recognize the walls you've built. See them for what they truly are, illusions created by fear, doubt, and past experiences. And then take action. Challenge those walls, face your fears, shift your mindset, and step into the life you were always meant to live. Your breakthrough is waiting. Resilience is one of the most powerful qualities a person can cultivate in their life. It is not merely about bouncing back after hardship, it's about adapting, learning, and growing stronger through adversity. Resilience is the ability to endure challenges, overcome obstacles, and face the inevitable setbacks that life presents with a sense of purpose and determination. It is the unyielding force that enables individuals to thrive, no matter the circumstances. The first thing you need to understand about resilience is that it is not something you're born with. It is not a fixed trait that some people have while others do not. Resilience is a skill, a mindset that can be developed and nurtured over time. It is something that each of us has the capacity to build regardless of our starting point. And just like any skill, the more you practice resilience, the stronger it becomes. In order to cultivate resilience, you must first embrace the reality that challenges are an inevitable part of life. So often people expect life to be smooth sailing. And when they encounter obstacles, they feel as though something is wrong. But challenges are not a sign that you are doing something wrong. They are simply part of the human experience. Everyone faces them. No one is exempt from difficulties, losses, and setbacks. What separates those who thrive from those who falter is how they respond when life gets tough. A key part of resilience is perspective. How you choose to view a challenge determines how you will respond to it. When life presents you with obstacles, you can choose to see them as barriers or as opportunities for growth. You can decide to view hardships as signs of failure or as stepping stones that will ultimately lead to greater strength and wisdom. The most resilient people are those who see every difficulty as a chance to learn and evolve. They know that they are not defined by their struggles, they are defined by how they rise above them. One of the most critical components of resilience is emotional regulation. Life's challenges can stir up intense emotions, anger, sadness, frustration, fear, disappointment. These emotions are completely normal, but how you manage them is what makes the difference. Resilience is about not letting your emotions control your actions. It's about being able to feel your emotions without being overwhelmed by them. The key is to acknowledge your feelings, accept them without judgment, and then choose how you want to respond. Being emotionally resilient doesn't mean suppressing your emotions or pretending that you're okay when you're not. It means understanding that emotions are temporary and that you have the power to decide how you want to move through them. When faced with adversity, resilient individuals allow themselves to grieve, to feel upset, or to experience frustration, but they don't let those emotions define them or dictate their future actions. They choose to move forward, even when it feels difficult, knowing that emotions will pass and that their true strength lies in their ability to rise again. Another critical aspect of resilience is having a clear sense of purpose. People who are resilient tend to have a deep understanding of what truly matters to them. This sense of purpose acts as an anchor in difficult times, helping them stay focused and motivated, even when circumstances are tough. When you know why you are doing what you're doing, it becomes easier to push through the challenges. You're not just moving forward for the sake of it, you're moving forward because you have a reason, a deep conviction that drives you. Purpose gives you the strength to persevere when things get hard. It reminds you of the bigger picture and helps you keep going when the road is long or uncertain. Those who lack a strong sense of purpose often struggle to stay resilient because they lack the clarity of vision that gives them the drive to push through adversity. But once you connect to a cause, a goal, or a vision that truly excites and inspires you, resilience becomes a natural byproduct of that clarity. Resilience also requires the ability to adapt. Life is unpredictable and not everything will go according to plan. In fact, very few things do. The key to resilience is not trying to control everything, but learning how to pivot when necessary. Flexibility is an essential part of resilience. When things go wrong, the ability to adjust your expectations, change your approach, and remain open to new possibilities is what enables you to continue moving forward. The most resilient people are those who can embrace uncertainty. They don't get stuck in the what should have been or the what could have been instead. They accept that things change and they adjust their course accordingly. This mindset of adaptability gives them the freedom to continue pursuing their goals regardless of the setbacks they encounter. It's about learning to dance with life's challenges rather than fighting against them. Resilience also involves an essential ingredient, perseverance. It's easy to keep going when things are going well, when success comes quickly, and when life seems smooth. But perseverance is about pushing through when things aren't going as planned, when progress seems slow, and when it feels like the world is working against you. It's about showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it, even when the odds seem stacked against you. Perseverance is what turns dreams into reality. It's what allows you to keep going when everyone else would have quit. It's not about being perfect or always succeeding on the first try. It's about showing up again and again despite the challenges and the failures. Resilient people are not immune to setbacks, but they are determined to keep going no matter what. They know that success is not about avoiding failure, but about how quickly you get back up and keep moving forward. One of the most powerful tools for building resilience is self-compassion. Too often, we are our own harshest critics. When we face difficulties or make mistakes, we beat ourselves up, blaming ourselves for our perceived shortcomings. But self-compassion is about treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a friend in times of hardship. It's about acknowledging that you're human, that mistakes and failures are part of the process, and that you deserve love and understanding, especially in the face of adversity. When you practice self-compassion, you allow yourself the space to fail without shame, to learn without guilt, and to keep moving forward without judgment. You begin to view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than as reflections of your inadequacy. This mindset shift is critical to building resilience because it frees you from the burden of self-doubt and perfectionism and allows you to approach life's challenges with a spirit of curiosity and determination. Resilience also requires strong support systems. No one can build resilience in isolation. We all need people who believe in us, who lift us up when we're down, and who provide encouragement when we feel like giving up. Whether it's family, friends, mentors, or colleagues, having a network of supportive individuals around you can make all the difference when it comes to resilience. These people offer perspective, advice, and motivation that can help you see your challenges in a new light and give you the strength to keep going. When you build resilience, you build an unshakable foundation for your life. You create a mental, emotional, and physical strength that allows you to weather any storm, to rise above any challenge, and to move forward with confidence and determination. Resilience doesn't just help you survive, it helps you thrive, turning obstacles into opportunities and setbacks into stepping stones on the path to your fullest potential. The art of resilience is about learning to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and tenacity. It's about choosing to rise after every fall, to learn from every mistake, and to keep moving forward no matter how tough the journey may seem. It's about cultivating the belief that you are stronger than your circumstances and that you have the power to overcome anything that comes your way. Persistence is a force of nature. It is the steady, unyielding power that propels us forward when the path ahead seems unclear, the challenges seem insurmountable, and the obstacles feel too great to overcome. It is the magic that turns ordinary individuals into extraordinary achievers, that transforms dreams into reality, and that keeps us moving, even when everything within us wants to quit. Persistence is not just about trying hard, it's about trying again and again and again and again until success is no longer an option but a certainty. It is the practice of refusing to accept defeat, even when the odds are stacked against you, and no matter how many times you fail. At the heart of persistence is a belief in the possibility of success. It's the unwavering commitment to your goals, even in the face of failure, setbacks, or delays. When you are persistent, you understand that failure is not the end. It's simply a stepping stone on the journey towards success. You realize that the road to achievement is rarely straight. That progress often comes in fits and starts, and that success is the result of enduring through the trials and tribulations that life throws your way. The magic of persistence lies in its ability to transform the seemingly impossible into the possible. The first lesson in the magic of persistence is the understanding that no achievement happens overnight. It's easy to look at someone who has achieved great success and assume that they were just lucky or that their path was smooth. But the truth is, every success story is filled with countless moments of struggle, failure, and doubt. Behind every achievement is a story of persistence of someone who kept going when others gave up, who chose to rise after every fall, and who saw every failure as an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. The key is to keep going when things get tough. And let me tell you, things will get tough. Every dream worth pursuing will present obstacles along the way. Whether it's a business venture, a personal goal, or a creative endeavor, there will be moments when it feels like everything is against you. You will face rejection, criticism, setbacks, and unexpected challenges. But it is in these moments, the moments when you are at your lowest, that the true power of persistence is revealed. Oh, persistence is not about avoiding obstacles, it's about facing them head on. It's about understanding that each obstacle is simply a test of your commitment, your resolve, and your determination. And when you persist, when you push through the barriers, you gain experience, wisdom, and strength that you would not have gained otherwise. You become more resilient, more capable, and more prepared for the challenges ahead. With every challenge you overcome, you take one step closer to your goal. Another magical element of persistence is its ability to create momentum. Momentum is a powerful force that can carry you forward, even when the journey feels exhausting. When you persist, you create a chain reaction of progress. Each small step forward builds on the last, and over time, the accumulation of your efforts leads to exponential growth. The key to building momentum is consistency. The more consistently you take action toward your goal, the more momentum you generate, and the easier it becomes to keep going. It's important to remember that momentum doesn't always mean massive leaps. Sometimes persistence means taking small, seemingly insignificant actions every day. It's the quiet moments of effort that add up over time and lead to massive results. These small actions, whether it's writing one page a day, making one sales call, or practicing one skill, may seem insignificant in the moment, but over time, they create a powerful force that propels you forward. Persistence means never letting up, never giving in, and never underestimating the power of incremental progress. Persistence also teaches us the importance of adapting and evolving. The path to success is rarely linear, and sometimes persistence requires flexibility. When things don't go as planned, when the original approach isn't working, persistence means adjusting, finding new solutions, and trying different tactics. It's about being willing to change direction without losing sight of the destination. Persistence does not mean blindly pushing forward when things aren't working. It means recognizing when something isn't working and adapting your approach until you find a strategy that moves you closer to your goal. Persistence is closely tied to the idea of resilience. In fact, they are two sides of the same coin. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, and persistence is the drive to keep moving forward after you've bounced back. When you combine resilience with persistence, you create an unstoppable force. You become someone who doesn't just endure life's challenges, but who embraces them, learns from them, and uses them as fuel to propel you forward. The magic of persistence also lies in its power to transform your mindset. When you are persistent, you begin to develop a mindset that is focused on growth and possibility, not on limitations. You start to see challenges as opportunities, setbacks as lessons, and failure as temporary. With this mindset, no obstacle is too great to overcome, no challenge is too difficult to face. You begin to believe that anything is possible if you continue to show up and put in the work. Persistence is about creating a long-term vision for your life and holding on to that vision no matter how hard things get. When you are clear about what you want and why you want it, persistence becomes a natural byproduct. You will endure the hardships, face the obstacles, and rise after every fall because you are driven by a deeper purpose that will not be derailed by temporary setbacks. You realize that the journey may be long, but the destination is worth every step. Moreover, persistence fosters self-confidence. The more you persist, the more you prove to yourself that you are capable of achieving great things. Every time you overcome an obstacle or face a setback and keep going, you reinforce the belief that you are strong, capable, and unstoppable. This belief in yourself is not something that can be taken away by failure or criticism. It is built through action, and it grows stronger with every act of persistence. It's important to note that persistence doesn't mean blindly pushing through without ever pausing to reassess or evaluate. It's not about stubbornly continuing down a path that no longer serves you. True persistence means being committed to the process while also being open to learning, adjusting, and evolving. It's the ability to keep moving forward, even if the path is different from what you originally envisioned. Finally, one of the most magical aspects of persistence is its ability to inspire others. When people see your persistence in the face of adversity, they begin to believe in their own ability to persevere. Your persistence becomes a beacon of hope for those around you, showing them that if you can overcome obstacles, so can they. The ripple effect of your determination can inspire others to take action, pursue their own dreams, and refuse to give up in the face of challenges. Persistence is the magic that makes the impossible possible. It turns struggles into triumphs, failures into lessons, and setbacks into comebacks. It is the quiet power that quietly but relentlessly pushes you toward your dreams. When you persist, you prove to yourself and to the world that nothing is beyond your reach, that with enough determination, anything can be achieved. The magic of persistence is not just in the results it brings, but in the person it makes you become in the process. Owning your identity is one of the most powerful things you can do in your life. It is about standing fully in who you are, embracing your values, your beliefs, and your individuality without hesitation, shame, or doubt. It's about being unapologetically you, regardless of what others think or expect. When you own your identity, you stop living for the approval of others and you start living for your own truth. You stop being afraid to be different, embrace the power that comes with authenticity. At the core of owning your identity is self-awareness. You can't truly own who you are if you don't understand who you are in the first place. Self-awareness is the ability to look at yourself honestly and objectively, to examine your strengths, your weaknesses, your passions, and your fears. It's the courage to face the parts of yourself that you may have been avoiding, the aspects of your personality or history that you may have once tried to hide or deny. Self-awareness means understanding the essence of who you are at your deepest level, your desires, your values, your purpose, and acknowledging that your identity is valid, no matter how it might look to others. Owning your identity begins with the realization that you are not defined by external circumstances. Too often, we let the opinions of others dictate who we think we should be. We conform to societal expectations, family traditions, and cultural norms because we believe that's what is required to be accepted, loved, or successful. But when you own your identity, you break free from these external pressures. You recognize that you are not the product of your circumstances, but the creator of your own reality. You are not defined by the labels people place on you or by the roles they expect you to play. You are defined by the choices you make, by the values you uphold, and by the life you design for yourself. True ownership of your identity means that you stop seeking validation from others. You stop looking to the outside world to tell you who you should be or how you should show up in the world. You understand that validation must come from within. It is your internal compass that guides you, not the opinions of others. When you own your identity, you realize that your worth is not determined by how others see you, but by how you see yourself. You stop relying on the approval of others to feel good enough or worthy enough. You are enough exactly as you are. A critical part of owning your identity is being courageous enough to let go of the identities you've outgrown. Throughout our lives, we accumulate labels and roles: the student, the employee, the partner, the child, the friend. And while these roles can be important, they don't define the totality of who we are. At different stages in life, we evolve, and sometimes that evolution means shedding old identities that no longer serve us. Owning your identity means having the courage to let go of the masks you've worn for years, to release the identities that are tied to past versions of yourself, and to step into a version of yourself that feels true to who you are now. This process of letting go requires deep honesty and self-reflection. You must be willing to question the narratives you've believed about yourself. You must ask yourself, who am I really beyond the labels and the stories? It may be uncomfortable at first, but this honesty is liberating. The more you shed those outdated labels, the more space you create for your true self to emerge. And when you step into that space, you step into your full power, unencumbered by the weight of past expectations. Owning your identity also involves accepting both the light and the shadow of who you are. It means embracing your flaws, your imperfections, and your vulnerabilities just as much as you celebrate your strengths, your successes, and your achievements. Too often, we focus only on the parts of ourselves that we are proud of, while hiding or rejecting the parts we deem undesirable. But true ownership of your identity requires accepting yourself as a whole, the good, the bad, and everything in between. This acceptance is not about resignation or complacency, it's about compassion. It's about recognizing that your imperfections are not a reflection of your worth, but part of what makes you human. Your flaws don't diminish your value, they enhance it by adding depth, complexity, and authenticity to who you are. When you embrace your imperfections, you free yourself from the need to be perfect. You allow yourself to be real, to make mistakes, and to grow from them. And in doing so, you allow others the freedom to do the same. Another key element of owning your identity is the willingness to set boundaries. Boundaries are an essential aspect of self-respect and self-preservation. They are the lines you draw in your life to protect your time, energy, and emotional well-being. When you own your identity, you stop letting others dictate your priorities or invade your personal space. You make it clear what you will and will not tolerate what you need to feel safe, respected, and valued. Boundaries are not a reflection of selfishness, they are an expression of self-love. They allow you to honor your needs and protect your peace of mind. By setting boundaries, you signal to others that you value your own identity and are unwilling to compromise it for the sake of others' comfort or convenience. Owning your identity also requires a deep commitment to personal growth. When you own who you are not static. You are constantly evolving, learning, and expanding. Owning your identity is not about staying the same, it's about embracing change and growth while staying rooted in your core essence. It's about being open to new experiences, new ideas, and new ways of thinking. The more you grow, the more you discover about yourself, and the more confident you become in your ability to navigate the world authentically. This commitment to growth helps you stay connected to your true self, even as you evolve and adapt to the changes in your life. It is also about honoring your desires and pursuing what truly matters to you. When you own your identity, you stop living according to someone else's blueprint for your life. You stop measuring your worth by external standards and start measuring it by your own desires and aspirations. You ask yourself, what do I truly want for my life? What kind of person do I want to be? What do I stand for? When you answer these questions from a place of deep honesty, you begin to create a life that reflects your true self. You no longer live in the shadow of other people's expectations. You live fully in the light of your own. Part of owning your identity also means being unapologetic about your uniqueness. Society often pressures us to conform, to fit into predefined boxes, and to live according to certain expectations. But owning your identity means refusing to shrink yourself to fit into someone else's mold. It means celebrating your individuality, even if it doesn't align with the norm. You realize that your uniqueness is not something to be hidden or ashamed of, it is something to be celebrated. You are a one-of-a-kind creation, and the world needs you to show up as your true, authentic self. Ultimately, owning your identity is about living with integrity. It's about aligning your actions, your words, and your choices with your deepest values and beliefs. It's about walking your talk and being true to your word. When you live in alignment with your authentic self, you feel a sense of peace and fulfillment that cannot be found in external validation or material success. Living with integrity allows you to maintain your self-respect, trust your decisions, and stay grounded in who you are. Owning your identity is not a one-time achievement, it is a continuous journey. It is a practice that requires commitment, courage, and a willingness to evolve. But as you embrace the fullness of who you are, your strengths, your vulnerabilities, your desires, and your purpose, you create a life that is truly your own. You stop living for others and you start living for yourself. You stop seeking permission and you start owning your space in the world with confidence, clarity, and purpose. Living with purpose is the foundation of a meaningful life. It is the force that drives you to get up every morning with passion, commitment, and intention. It is the reason behind your actions, the fuel that keeps you moving forward, even when life gets tough. Without purpose, life can feel like a series of disconnected events, a journey without direction or clarity. But when you live with purpose, every day becomes an opportunity to fulfill your deepest desires, to create impact, and to contribute to something greater than yourself. Living with purpose is about living with intention, knowing why you do what you do, and aligning your actions with your values and goals. At the core of living with purpose is a deep understanding of who you are and what you want out of life. It starts with introspection, with taking a hard look at your passions, your skills, your dreams, and your values. What excites you? What makes you feel alive? What would you do if there were no limitations, no obstacles in your way? These are the questions that help you uncover your purpose. Your purpose is not something you can find outside of yourself. It is something that comes from within. It's the answer to the question, what am I here to do? When you are clear on your purpose, you have a compass that guides you through every decision, every challenge, and every opportunity. Living with purpose requires self-awareness. It is about being honest with yourself, acknowledging your true desires, and understanding the impact you want to make in the world. It's about breaking free from the expectations of others, from the pressures of society, and from the limitations of your past. When you live with purpose, you stop letting life happen to you. You take ownership of your story, your goals, and your future. You are no longer passive in your own life. You are active, intentional, and proactive in shaping the life you want to lead. Our purpose is not a one-size-fits-all concept. It is deeply personal, unique to each individual. Your purpose may not look like anyone else's. It doesn't have to align with societal expectations, and it doesn't have to fit into a neat box. In fact, your purpose may evolve over time as you grow, learn, and gain new experiences. It is not about a single destination or achievement, but about the journey of living in alignment with your core values. It is the process of continually refining and redefining what matters most to you and ensuring that every action you take moves you closer to fulfilling that purpose. To live with purpose, you must first clarify what that purpose is. This requires a deep level of introspection and self-discovery. What are your strengths? What are you passionate about? What do you believe is your calling in life? These are questions that require you to go beyond surface-level desires and examine what truly makes your heart come alive. Once you discover your purpose, you begin to see the world through a new lens. Everything becomes more meaningful. Every challenge, every setback, and every victory takes on a new significance when you view it through the prism of your purpose. Purpose is the driving force behind personal growth. When you live with purpose, you are constantly evolving, learning, and pushing yourself to become the best version of yourself. It keeps you focused on your goals, even when life throws distractions or obstacles your way. Purpose gives you the strength to overcome challenges, the resilience to bounce back from failure, and the courage to keep moving forward when things get tough. It is the inner strength that propels you to keep going when your mind tells you to quit. Living with purpose also requires you to take consistent action. It's not enough to simply know what your purpose is. You must act on it every single day. Purpose is not a passive concept. It is something that requires action, discipline, and commitment. It's about taking small, deliberate steps each day that align with your goals and your vision for your life. It's about making choices that reflect your deepest values and beliefs. Each action you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to realizing your purpose and manifesting your dreams. Living with purpose also means making choices that are aligned with your long-term vision. It's easy to get caught up in the immediate gratifications of life, the distractions, the temptations, and the fleeting pleasures that take us off course. But when you live with purpose, you are guided by a larger vision. You see beyond the momentary satisfactions and focus on what truly matters. Purpose helps you say no to the things that don't align with your values and yes to the things that move you closer to your goals. It gives you the clarity to make decisions that serve your greater vision, even if those decisions are difficult or unpopular. Living with purpose also means embracing the journey, not just the destination. Too often we become fixated on achieving a specific goal or reaching a particular milestone, believing that once we get there, everything will fall into place. But when you live with purpose, you realize that the journey itself is the reward. Every step, every challenge, and every experience is an opportunity for growth. The pursuit of your purpose becomes as meaningful as the achievement itself. It's about finding joy in the process, in the small victories, and in the lessons you learn along the way. Purpose also gives you the courage to stand firm in your beliefs and values, even when it's difficult. In a world that often pushes conformity, living with purpose requires a deep sense of conviction. It's about having the confidence to be true to yourself, to speak your truth, and to take a stand for what you believe in. Purpose gives you the inner strength to be unapologetically you, to live authentically, and to not compromise your values for the sake of approval or convenience. When you know your purpose, you become more resilient in the face of criticism, doubt, and pressure from others. The power of living with purpose also lies in its ability to inspire others. When you live with purpose, you become a beacon of possibility for those around you. Your passion, dedication, and authenticity motivate others to find and live their own purpose. Your actions inspire those who witness them to step into their own power, pursue their own dreams, and create their own path in life. Purpose is contagious. It spreads to those you interact with, creating a ripple effect of impact and transformation. Living with purpose also encourages you to give back. When you understand the deeper meaning behind your actions, you recognize that your purpose is not just about personal fulfillment. It is about making a positive impact on the world and contributing to something greater than yourself. Purpose often involves service, helping others, lifting others up, and leaving a legacy that transcends your individual life. The more you align with your purpose, the more you realize that your success is not solely for your own benefit, but for the benefit of others as well. Purpose is also the antidote to burnout. When you are clear on your purpose, you don't burn out because your work feels meaningful. Even the most difficult or exhausting tasks take on new life when they are tied to a higher purpose. Purpose gives you the energy and the drive to keep going, to persist through challenges, and to stay motivated even when things get tough. It's like having a constant source of fuel that never runs out, because the work you're doing matters, not just for you, but for the world. Living with purpose is the difference between merely existing and truly living. It is the foundation for a life that is fulfilling, impactful, and aligned with your deepest desires. It's about knowing who you are, what you stand for, and why you're here. When you live with purpose, you stop drifting through life, waiting for things to happen. You start making things happen. You take charge of your destiny and begin to create a life that reflects your true essence, your deepest passions, and your highest potential.